It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught, and he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here. It's not a good.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home. for the 1-yard sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's out right at the 25. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Eagles, it's 7-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Right back to Cook for another completion. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to Swift his hit, and he coughs it up.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once again, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. Back to the running game with Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
56, 56.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Allen. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and 10. He's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Give that sack to the Kobe Dean. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Open man is Diggs. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Bills will add on to their lead. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Brought down by Ed Oliver. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 4. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Great.
Swift. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Allen running the option to the left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. On 2nd down, Cook. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Bills.
They run again on first down. Cook. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To the air, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First throw now for the backup Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Smith catches left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hurts, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.